Hey guys, I'm here to do a review on Snitch by Allison van Diepen. I read this book in 2 hours. It was a very quick read. It was 295 pages, but it's a short book, like height-wise. And look at the words and the margin size in that. The space between the sentences. So it was a very quick read. It was about a girl named Julia who lives in Brooklyn, New York, and everybody's lives there revolves around gangs. You're either in a gang or you're trying very, very hard to remain neutral. And that is what Julia and her friend Q are. They try very, very hard to remain neutral. They want nothing to do with the gangs. Even though Julia has a best friend who is in a gang, but she's known him forever, so she doesn't really think much about that. Until one day, somebody new arrives at their school. His name is Eric, and as soon as Julia sees him, she falls for him. And of course, they keep running into each other and that, and before you know it, they start dating. And she believes that he is just this great guy, this almost like clean-cut guy. He's smart, and he's not involved in gangs, and she just can't believe her luck, because like I said, everybody's involved in gangs where she lives. And she really thinks that they have a bond and they have this connection in that. And then one day he doesn't show up at school, and so she calls him and he tells her, meet me at so and so at such and such time, and she does. And when she sees him, his face is completely messed up, and she finds out why. It's because Eric got jumped in to the Crips. And she just could not believe it. She's like, you knew what I felt about the gangs and all this stuff, and just what she thought of him just completely shattered, and she broke up with him because she couldn't be with somebody that was part of something she so strongly was against. And he tried telling her, you don't understand, and blah, 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 and, she didn't want to hear anything about it. When it came to gangs, Julia only seen black and white. Her and her friend Q only seen black and white. There were no shades of gray. It was just black and white. So she broke up with him. And then when she was out one night, she heard something about Eric, and she ended up telling him. And because of this, she was labeled a snitch, and something happened. And because of the certain something that happened, it set in motion a lot of other events. And these events caused Julia to do something that was so out of character for her. But reading this book, you know why she did it. It's almost like she didn't have a choice, even though she did. But it was easier to do this. She took the easy way out. But you sympathize with her. You understand why she did what she did. And by the end of this book, Julia starts to see the shades of gray, and she's no longer seeing just in black and white. It was a very good book, a twist at the end. You may guess it beforehand, but yeah, it was a good book. I wish some things were different. It kind of just touches upon certain things. It doesn't go into depth about things. Like the twist at the end, you don't see it building. It's not like it's building, building, building. It's something that kind of just happens, if that makes sense. But yeah, so this book didn't have any climaxes, I don't think. It was told so quick, but it still was good. It still didn't feel rushed. So yeah, I give this book 3 out of 5 stars. A book about what it's like to live in a neighborhood that is majority gangs, and how to live your life with that. So the decisions you have to make, and people and who are your friends, and just all that. So it was a good book. Snitched by Allison van Diepen. I wasn't going to do a review on this book, but I decided, you know what, why not? So I went ahead and did that. So I'm reading Winter Girls by Laura Helse Anderson right now, and I'm sorry if my speech is funny, or if I'm repeating myself for that. I took a Benadryl to help me sleep because I just cannot sleep. And this week's going to be crazy with work, with Thanksgiving and all, so Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.